Our last news is Liverpool could be about to hand Chelsea £8 million transfer windfall, as Fabrizio Romano says. Talks this week. Chelsea could stand to benefit from a transfer between Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Chelsea will be watching on with interest as Liverpool prepare to engage in talks with Crystal Palace over a deal for centre-back Marc Guehi. The 24-year-old was picked up by the Chelsea Academy in 2007 and he spent 14 years with the Blues before being sold to Crystal Palace in 2021. He only made 2 appearances for the club, with his professional debut coming against Grimsby Town in the Carabao Cup with his second, and what proved to be final, outing for the Blues coming in the next round against Manchester United as Chelsea lost 2-1. Guehi would spend the final 18 months of his Chelsea career on loan at Swansea City, and in 2021 he earned himself a move to Crystal Palace. He penned a 5-year deal at the club, with that contract set to run out in 12 months. Crucially, Chelsea made sure they would stand to benefit from any future sale of Guehi as they inserted a 20% sell-on clause in their agreement with the Eagles. Liverpool in talks with Crystal Palace for Marc Guehi. Giving an update on Guehi's future, Fabrizio Romano said, "Marc Guehi remains high on Liverpool list as new centre-back, not the only option, but contacts continue. New round of talks will take place this week." Guehi has been linked with Newcastle United and Tottenham Hotspur within the last 12 months, but the Reds now appear to be the front-runners. It was reported by the Mirror over the weekend that Crystal Palace value Guehi at £70 million. If a move is done for that fee, it would see the Blues earn £14 million from the deal. However, with Guehi in the final year of his contract, the Eagles will hold out for a fee in excess of £40 million, which would see £8 million go to Chelsea if an agreement can be reached between Palace and Liverpool. Marc Guehi happy to play waiting game. Bad news for Chelsea. Palace received 4 offers from Newcastle for Guehi last summer but rejected all those bids, with the final proposal totaling £65 million. In January, Spurs came forward with a £70 million, but this was also knocked back. While Liverpool want to sign him this summer, Guehi is reportedly happy to let his contract run down and leave Selhurst Park as a free agent next summer. That would mean that Chelsea's sell-on clause would be worthless, as the defender would be free to join any club he wishes without worrying about an offer being accepted by Palace. Guehi will want guaranteed minutes if he does leave Selhurst Park. He will be eager for regular football, with the 2026 World Cup around 12 months away, and becoming a second-string player could harm his chances of playing a key role in Thomas Tuchel's squad next summer. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool could raise over £200 million with huge sales this summer as Richard Hughes plots next moves. Liverpool have started the summer with a huge transfer spend, but the club will look to recoup a great deal in sales in the months ahead. Liverpool's aggressive start to the transfer window has seen the club spend over £200 million on 6 players. Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, Georgi Mamardashvili, Armin Pexi and Freddie Woodman have all joined Arne Slot's side in a busy June. The Reds, though, aren't necessarily finished there, and with young defenders being considered and a striker also potentially on their radar, there is still work to be done in the next 2 months. For the time being, though, Sporting Director Richard Hughes may well be focused on outgoings, with Liverpool looking to refresh their squad and raise money from sales in the coming weeks. Trent Alexander-Arnold has already left, with the Reds receiving around £10 million from Real Madrid in order for the Spanish Giants to complete the transfer several weeks early. Goalkeeper Caoimhin Kelleher followed Alexander-Arnold out of the exit door, with the Irishman sealing a switch to Brentford worth up to £18 million. Nat Phillips' time at Liverpool comes to an end too, after the defender moved to West Bromwich Albion for £3 million. And he won't be the only central defender exiting the club, as Jarell Quansah departs from Bayer Leverkusen in a deal worth around £35 million for the Reds. Quansah was part of the England under-21 squad that won the Euros with a 3-2 victory over Germany on Saturday, and his club teammates, who were both part of the group, are also the subject of speculation this summer. Indeed, Harvey Elliott was named player of the tournament after notching 5 goals for England, and while his performances will have done his reputation no harm, the 22-year-old is not guaranteed to be at Liverpool beyond the summer. Speaking exclusively to the Echo in April, Elliott made clear he would prefer to stay at the club before admitting that he'd have to make the right decision for the good of his career. "This is my team, I am committed to them, and it's just a situation that is always going to have a lot of talk. I just need to think about what is best for my future, my career, and as much as I want it to be here. You never know what is going to happen around the corner. If I had it my way, that would be here. I would play each and every game here and stay here for the rest of my career, but it all depends on managers, the people above, and as I said, you don't know what could happen, but as far as I am aware, I am here to stay, and this is the club I want to be at. Hopefully I am still here, to be honest. It is the best place to be, the best club to be at, and especially having the fans around us at the moment, I don't think there is a better place." Our second news is Liverpool owners released statement about new signing before transfer swap deal fell apart. Fulham's Clint Dempsey and Liverpool's Jordan Henderson were set to switch places in the 2012 summer transfer window, with FSG even going as far as accidentally saying that a deal was done. Fenway Sports Group, FSG, accidentally told Liverpool fans that they had signed Clint Dempsey in 2012, only for the star to end up signing for Tottenham instead. The Reds had just finished 8th in the Premier League standings under Kenny Dalglish, secured a runners-up medal in the FA Cup, and clinched the League Cup when the summer transfer window presented an incredible opportunity to build ahead of the new term. Brendan Rodgers was appointed as the successor to Dalglish at the turn of June, and wasted no time whatsoever in assessing his options for 2012-13, looking to trim the squad and bring in well-established names to ensure Liverpool fared better in the new campaign. One star that caught Rodgers' attention in particular was Dempsey, a versatile forward and attacking midfielder who had managed 60 goals and 20 assists with Fulham between 2007 and 2012. Unsettled at Craven Cottage, Dempsey had submitted a transfer request, and Rodgers thought that he would be a perfect fit for his Liverpool side going forward. As a result, FSG worked to get a deal for Dempsey over the line, with Rodgers even proposing a straight swap between the American and Liverpool club captain, Jordan Henderson. The problem with that, however, was that Henderson refused to entertain a move to West London. That Dempsey had been signed by the Reds. Henderson remained at Anfield, and Dempsey ended up signing for Spurs. Shedding light on the kerfuffle in conversation with men in Blazers, Dempsey has now revealed that a move was closer than some may like to admit. He explained, "I was pretty close, if I'm being honest with you. It was a situation where it was going to be a trade for me and Jordan Henderson, and whether or not he wanted to come to Fulham or not, it wasn't going to be a situation where they were looking to spend a lot of money. I think they were kind of playing a little bit of Moneyball. I think they'd already spent a lot of money on Jordan Henderson and Andy Carroll, so they were looking to try to figure out a way for someone who was a little bit older. Maybe it made sense to be more of a trade." The now 42-year-old added, "I think I would have fit their style, or more so, Brendan Rodgers' style, because I was an inverted winger, right? I played on the left, I'd come in on my right foot, kind of like what I did at Fulham. But Jordan Henderson didn't want to make that change, and it ended up being the best move for him. He ultimately won a Champions League and a Premier League. But it was pretty close to happening, it just wasn't meant to be." Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe.